Welcome everyone to another episode on our channel. As you know me by now, I not only like to show figures, especially ones that I've customized completely myself, but I also love to talk about who these figures represented in real life. This is my attempt to represent Mahatma Gandhi. I think I did a pretty good job with one exception we'll talk about in a bit, but this was a remarkable man who believed in peaceful resistance to British rule. And he was a tireless advocate for women's rights. He fought against poverty. He was also an advocate for not just religious tolerance, but religious friendliness, respect. Eventually, the country, the area, the empire prevailed, the Indian Empire prevailed, and they were granted independence from Britain. But unfortunately, the nationalism continued. It survived. And the area was divided into two separate countries. One that was Hindu-dominated, India, and one which was Muslim-dominated, Pakistan. And he continued to fight for religious tolerance, religious friendliness, which by some was viewed as a betrayal of their faith system. And in 1948, he was actually assassinated by a Hindu nationalist at the age of 78. So who knows how long he would have lived after that moment in time. But what he was able to do during his lifetime was exceptionally remarkable. So with that, we'll get some close-ups of him, and hopefully you can see some resemblance to him in the customized figure I was able to produce a number of years ago. I don't think I could really improve upon it today in terms of a head sculpt, but I could probably add a mustache, and that would help a lot. So anyway, let's pause now and get some close-ups of him. As you can see, his head is clean shaven. He has glasses, which he wore most of his lifetime. He doesn't have a mustache, so that's one thing I can improve upon with this particular head sculpt. I did my best to choose a head sculpt that would represent him, but there are limited head sculpts that would work with Gandhi. The clothing, again, I did my best with that too. I hope I captured the essence of the man here. Let's pause though and get a better close-up of his face. As you can see, this represents a younger Gandhi. If over the course of time I can find a sculpt somewhat similar that represents an older gentleman, I will replace this particular head sculpt with that one. In the meantime, I think I'll work on adding a mustache to this particular figure. I think this is pretty good, actually, considering I did this a number of years ago and I had limited resources to work with creating this figure. And even today, you're still not going to find a head sculpt that comes closer than this one. Here's one last look at this figure. I hope you've liked what you've seen. If you have, please consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. In the meantime, everyone, please have a great day.